All right. Finished up our last padded practice of the week. We'll be in the stadium tomorrow with game simulation, game situations, just a lot of the logistic stuff. So not a very physical practice tomorrow, but a lot of mental thinking, focus, kind of operations in special situations, maybe that you don't cover as much, throughout the year. So. It's kind of the last little prep, and then game week starts Friday because for us this Friday is Sunday. So really harping on the kids about recovery treatment, getting in the whirlpools right now, getting their legs back fresh. Getting a couple of guys will be in, giving them a couple of days right here just to get some bumps and bruises healed up. That way we're full steam ahead on Friday.
Coach, you guys add the West Virginia transfer to work. Can you just talk us or tell us through his background, how he might fit in?
Well, we've been talking to him for a while, and just sometimes it takes a while to get that stuff processed. So, but Lorenzo's an older player. He was looking for an opportunity to play a little bit more. He was played special teams a lot at West Virginia. Played a little bit running back. We've got a lot of practice tape on him, but very intelligent young man. Strong character. Has some ability. He's got good quickness, good speed, good hips. So I think he's just with that room as young as it is. You're a little concerned, past the first two, just with experience right now, and so I think he gives us a guy that can, help us in time once he, gets the playbook down, to be a third guy, fourth guy, somewhere in there, and play situationally, stuff like that. So excited to have him with us.
Is he realistic, I guess, to dress for the first game, or you just have to kind of see how?
We'll see. I mean, he's eligible to dress for the first game. Yes. I mean, it's going to be just now. He's picked it up pretty quick. I mean, he's not an 18-year-old kid. He's been in a system very similar to ours at West Virginia, so it's not like it was completely foreign to him. But it's tough to pick it all up in a week and a half. But we'll see.
Where are you at with film, I guess, on App State? Will Friday serve as a day where that really picks up, or
We've been watching them all week, the kids. Of course, we spent a significant amount of time this summer breaking them down, and they haven't played a game since the bowl game, so we've got about all the film you can get on them. But we've spent a lot of time this week with scouting reports, and the good thing is with a little bit extra time, we're able to take it kind of piece by piece instead of giving the kids everything at once. Which is good. A lot of the young guys, first time ever going through this, install, you can slow it down a little bit. But so we've basically been through it once, and then we'll start Friday reinstalling again. So you'll get the game plan twice before the opener.
How do you manage the anxiety and the energy of getting to next Thursday? How do you hold them back but have them right ready to go at the same time?
Well, I mean, I think they're going to be excited. I think we got to get through the weekend because that's when the heavy work for both us and Appalachian will be is through the weekend, and then the closer I guess to Thursday, the excitement's going to be there. That's where I am. I am glad that we do have experience coming back now. We don't have the experience that they have coming back. I looked at their depth charts today, and it's virtually everybody in their two deep is a junior or a senior, but I think that experience does help with not being quite as jittery for the first game. A lot different than last year.
It seems like Ryan Jones has made some strides, even maybe
yes.
a week or so. Is that,
right.
Obviously, his game's getting closer. Is that a good sign?
Yeah, I think he's made significant strides. He's probably done better than I expected this fall. This spring, all of a sudden, you throw him in there playing tight end, and he's an elite athlete, but that's a whole different world right there. He was a defensive player at Oklahoma, so. But I think Latrell Scott's done an exceptional job with him. He's done a great job connecting with him on a personal level, and he's done a great job developing him. And Ryan, the one thing he has shown is he's not shy of contact. So as far as the blocking goes, it's just fundamentals is the big thing, and he's really improved there. And he gives us great depth and a guy that you'll see play a lot for us.
You weren't fired up about the defense yesterday. They played better today.
Better. It's you got to be careful. You rip their butt one day, and you got to be careful what happens the next. And it's learning how to practice, because when it's good on good, it's fast. It's experienced guys. They know how to practice. there you just don't want the huge blow up collisions on the ball carriers. Which if I turn them loose, that's what you're going to get. When it gets to going against the scouts, it's getting the scouts to go fast enough, getting the backs to go fast enough, and getting the defense to fit. And the big thing we focused on today is just getting our hips and feet to the tackle in the thud tempo. So it's frustrating every year the first couple of days of the scout world.
Coach, can you touch on the padded helmets? I don't know if you've already talked about that. But,
I haven't. They've been around for a while. We looked at them at James Madison and looked at all the data. And really, the only reason made the decision to do it here is just we have gotten to where we're a very physical practice team, and when you get to that point, it's anything I can do to make sure that we're protecting the players. And so, I think how much of a difference does it make is debatable, but if it helps any, then it's worth the investment.
Coach, outside of the padded helmets, I've seen guys in some special type of jackets, maybe monitoring all their vitals at that particular time. Is that something new this offseason?
Yeah. So it's a GPS system, and it gives you all kinds of data. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I know exactly how to use all of it yet, but the one thing that's pretty easy to see is the volume. On their legs, and we used it significantly through preseason camp on some of our receivers, DBs primarily. We put them on somebody at every position, but I was really kind of shocked looking at the volume that some of the guys were running during a practice. I mean, when you're running 7,500 yards during a practice, that's a lot, and so it's something that we're going to use as a resource. It's right now we're kind of trying to establish baselines for what it looks like every day, and we've kind of figured out who our high volume guys are based on the position they play, special teams roles, things like that. And so I think it's something that we can use to keep us fresh down the stretch. I would say late season is where we'll use it the most.